Okay, so I have to know at this point, do you guys want another Rihanna album or is that not necessary for you and why? Let's continue the conversation. Because ever since she released Anti, everyone has been waiting for the next album, and I get it because Anti was a great album. I think it's one of her best. Some of my favorite songs in there, Close to You, I thought that was a gorgeous piece. I really love Never Ending on there. You also have to give it to Consideration featuring SZA, which I think is an underrated moment on that album. Sex with Me is definitely a fan favorite. And there's some skips on there. Woo featuring Travis Scott. I never really went up for that. And every other bonus song besides Sex with Me can go because, I mean, let's be honest with ourselves. And so I get why a lot of people want another album. For me personally, I don't need another Rihanna album. And here's why. I just don't think that she's inspired to make new music. Every time she gets asked about it, she's just trolling at this point. I mean, a few weeks ago, she was talking about, oh, I have visuals in my head, but I don't have music for it. And then in a recent interview I saw, she was saying that she has all these great tracks that she can make hits out of. So, I mean, even she's not taking it seriously at this point, and we know that she's going to get asked about it. We know she's going to give a vague answer, and she's not going to put it out. And then it's like, we move on. She's already moved on with Fenty. She makes a lot of money doing that, and congratulations for her for building a business, especially doing makeup, because a lot of these celebrities make makeup brands and they're not worth anything. Like, they just suck and they put it out to put it out. You can tell she put a lot of effort into that and everything else that she's got going on. And so I get why she wouldn't be inspired, because it's like she has put out so many albums and just do it back to back to back to back. And so I think that's why she doesn't feel the need to make any more music, and because she's already, segued and moved on. And another reason why I don't need a Rihanna album is, like I said, it's been 8 years since Anti. I have moved on at this point. I have other artists that I really enjoy listening to, and they kind of fill the void that Rihanna left, and that's no shade. And so I just feel like if she's not inspired to make the music, then honestly, what's the point? For the most part, I feel like she's the definition of being carried by the single and Walk With Me. She's a singles artist. I mean, we can all agree on that. She has some good albums. Like I said, I really enjoyed Anti. Loud was a great album, for example. Talk That Talk, underrated in his discography. But then we also had albums like Unapologetic, which was not a good album besides a few songs. I love Get It Over With. That is definitely one of her best songs. And then Rated R, it's an alright album. I call it Overrated R because the album is so overrated. I don't get the hype. Don't tell me it's one of Rihanna's best albums. Don't sit up here, because Talk That Talk was better than Rated R. And so her first two albums, everybody knows those weren't good. We pretend that they don't exist outside of the singles. And so yeah, Rihanna at best maybe had four good albums. Let's be honest with ourselves. So it's like, do I need another Rihanna album when at best I'm probably going to take 4 or 5 of the songs? And it could be a really great album after Anti, because Anti, I think, definitely showed a growth in her artistically. She had a songwriter's credit on every single song. She was very involved in the album, so it could be a great album. But I'm just not going to hold my breath at this point anymore. She released Lift Me Up. No Shade didn't have a whole lot of replay value for me, even though I liked the song. And then she released that other song for Black Panther, and I still haven't heard that one. And yeah, there's just so many other artists out there. If she doesn't want to make music, then why would I push it? And 2 years ago, if you would have asked me this, I would have been like, oh, I would love to hear another Rihanna album, but I've moved on. I've moved on. I've made peace with the fact that we're probably not getting another Rihanna album, and that's okay. I would rather her not make another album if she doesn't feel inspired than give something that feels forced and she put it out just because everyone wanted to do it. And, go and follow your own path. Do what you want to do. So that's how I feel. I don't need another Rihanna album. If she releases it, I'll listen to it, but I'm not going to hold my breath. I'm really not. And let me know what you guys think down in the comments, because some people are really interested in it. Some of my friends think she's releasing another album. I'm like, it's not coming. It's really not. I would be shocked if she released another album, but let's continue that discussion.